What's shaking, YouTube? Treetop Piper coming back with you guys today. Been a little bit since I put a video, and I've recorded a few. I just haven't didn't upload them for whatever reason. Man, long day today, guys. Long day. Actually, long 2 days. I finished this freaking job that I just had been dragging out forever. It was a $1,400 job. And I basically made out with 1,000 of it. I had to pay my helper 4 days, which really it wasn't all that good of a job for me. I didn't make a lot of money in my mind for the work I did. But I got a new saw out of the deal, and it is what it is. I'm not too worried about it. But today I was by myself, and I probably loaded. I probably loaded somewhere between 2 and 3 tons of wood today by myself, and yesterday. Nothing but logs, just logs. The tree was, it would take two of me to get my arms wrapped around. I'd need 4 arms to get it. I mean, this thing was just a monster. And it took me all day to get it, processed down, cut down to where they were manageable pieces. And what I mean by manageable is 200 pounds. That's manageable to my mind. Something that I can flip, something that I can not necessarily lift straight up, but something that I can flip and maneuver and move. I could get it into my trailer without lifting it straight up. So, and that's what I did. I was using a wheelbarrow and a regular hand truck, a regular dolly. And I was able to get everything loaded up today. And man, it was some serious logs, man. And messing with logs that big, I mean, you could break your leg, crush your foot easy. If you release a lot, you're cutting the logs and they release and you're not paying attention, that thing could flip or fall over and land on your foot and just destroy your foot. I mean, it will shatter your foot. A 600-pound log rolling over on your leg, I mean, you'd be in trouble, man. And if you ain't got I didn't have a guy there with me. It was just me. So if that thing were to roll over on me, either it would kill me or I'd be sitting there, laying there, screaming in agony, praying for somebody to come get it off me. But, I've been doing it for a while, so, I'm pretty used to dealing with the logs and shit, and I know what to look for. I know what to watch out for, I know when to be cautious, when not to be up on the log, because sometimes you got to stand way back, as far back as you can, just in case something happens. You can get away quick, Man, it was something serious. And what's crazy is the tree was split. It was like one of them oaks that has two. About the bottom 10, 12 foot of it was one stalk, and then it split into two huge ones. And in the hurricane, the tree split. You could see the crack down the middle of the trunk. So that kind of sketched me out too, having to drop the trunk when it could possibly split and fall in half, with me under it. But it went okay. It went good. And I actually used that split to my advantage. Once I got it on the ground, I used a crowbar. I mean, I'm talking about, 3 or 4 ton or a couple tons worth of tree. I was able to split in half because it was already mostly split. I got a couple crowbars and chalked up the log so it wouldn't roll over when I was messing with it, and got it to split. And then I cut each half into sections, and then I was able to load those sections on, which it was a big deal, man. It was I mean, there wasn't one person that walked by in this neighborhood. It's got a ton of, I guess, single mother or homemakers or whatever, but people are constantly walking through this neighborhood. Really ritzy, high-end neighborhood. Been around forever. One of the more premier neighborhoods of Orlando, in the one of the rich areas, and not one person that walked by wasn't like, oh my God, like not one person. I must have seen 10, 12 people today and yesterday that were just like, whoa. Little girl, they'd be walking their kids with a stroller, and a little kid walking beside the kid be like, whoa. I mean, one little girl was like, whoa. Like, she couldn't believe that I was handling these logs, and her mom was like, man, those are some big logs. I was like, yeah, they are. And she's, watching me grunting, I'm grunting and flipping this thing and trying to get it. It's a lot of fun, though, man. Honestly, I kind of like dealing with the logs. It's a challenge, It's a mental challenge, especially my trailer's not huge, so I had to kind of puzzle piece them. There wasn't hardly enough room for all the logs. So you get a little bit of a mental challenge, how am I going to get this done? Plus the physical challenge of how am I going to get this done physically? How am I going to get these logs moved? And I was just looking at my cat, seeing where he's gone. Smoking last little bit of my medium flake, the tin that I had opened like a month ago. I burned through that tin pretty good. This is my second bowl of the medium flake today. I had one this morning on the way to the job. Just awesome. I love this stuff. A lot of people don't like it though. I think a lot of people get put off because it's not what they expect. They've tried brown flake, they've tried special out of Kia, they've tried all the, Stonehaven, they've tried all the Germain blends. And so they're thinking, oh, medium flake, I bet that's like brown flake, but a little bit more mild, I bet, so they get it, and then they don't, then they realize that it's a very light, it's a bright flake, it's red and bright Virginias, similar to Peacehaven or something like that, with a casing, with a topping, a citrus topping or something or other like that. And I hear some guys referring to it as an aromatic, talking shit about it like, oh, it's a lousy aromatic, or, it's an aromatic but not even a good one, or I forget what the guy said, but I was like, he said, if you're an aromatic guy, like you smoke aromatics, Lane 1Q, Lane BCA, all that stuff, if that's your thing, then medium flake is not your deal. Because it's not an aromatic in the American sense of the word, or of the term aromatic. What it is, the American aromatics, they're like burley blends that are heavily cased. And that's not what this is at all. Super fine Virginia blend. Bright and red Virginias. Awesome. Like if they sold this without the casing, this would be a premier Virginia blend. It would be, no doubt, in my mind anyway. It would be, one of the best flakes. And I consider it that, but I think it would be more widely considered that. But because the casing, people, they automatically, they get put off by it, I guess. And yeah, I saw this one guy doing a review of it, and he was talking about, how he just didn't like it, it was an aromatic this and that, and he was just talking smack about it. I said, look, man, I said, dude, I'll put it to you like this, if you're an aromatic smoker, that is not going to suit you. It's not an aromatic in the regular sense. However, if you're a Virginia smoker, a vapor smoker, an English smoker, if you go for the regular tobaccos or the tobacco flavored tobaccos, this is going to be, you'll probably enjoy this, because to my mind, I love, straight blends, but this is a really nice change of pace for me. I think the casing more or less just accentuates the other flavors of the Virginias, because they're really fruity Virginias already. So I think what it is the casing is light. I think it's very light, and they put it on there just to accentuate the fruitiness of the blend already. And this is just, this particular bowl that I'm smoking right now is awesome. I mean, this is even better than some of the other bowls that I've had of it. This particular one is just really hitting the spot. I mean, it's a really well-behaved blend. It burns really clean, really smooth. Doesn't get super hot. The cut of the flakes is so thin. It's beautiful. I don't know how they do that. Some tins are broken flakes. Some tins have more flakes, more whole flakes. Because I know the first tin I got, it was just straight up broken flake, or it was like flakes that were stuffed in a way that you couldn't pull out regular flakes. You just had to tear at it, you pull at it and just pull stuff out. You couldn't get flakes out. Whereas this last tin I opened, I would probably say about 80% of it was in solid flakes that could be peeled apart. I mean, it was kind of tough to peel them apart because they're so thin, but I mean, I pulled out several whole flakes, beautiful whole flakes. In fact, I still have a couple bowls worth of it left, like 1 or 2 bowls, and half of it is flakes still. The other half is stuff that I poured back in the tin that I didn't smoke, or that, was left over after I packed a bowl. Just a sweet smoke, man. These are the kind of aromatics that I like. I'm not an aromatic smoker, but like, I like the Englishes, I like the Virginias, I like the Vapors. Not big on the aromatics, but this one and a couple other aromatics that are considered aromatics, they're in the aromatic category, are just far out to me. They're just absolutely awesome. So, I do like aromatics, but not American aromatics, more like the European aromatics, like Aaronmore Flake. 3-year matured I haven't had, but from what I understand, it's very similar. I have a tin in there, but it's an old tin, and I'd like to get some years on it. But, straight up, man, this stuff is just killer. If you haven't tried it, give it a shot, man. Especially if you're like a big-time Virginia guy, or you like regular tobaccos. You might really dig this like I do, as a nice change of pace. Especially I love it during the day or in the morning. Just spot on, man. Just bang on. I love it. I'm in a pretty damn good mood right now. The job's over with finally, and I can relax. And I tell you, the only thing I don't like about dealing with the damn logs is when they're them oak logs, they're so dirty, and whatever is on them is too fine to scrub off. It won't be scrubbed off. All this stuff, the stuff that's on my hands, the only way as it comes off is as I shed my skin on my hands. It'll be on there for like a week, this brown stuff. That's the only thing I don't like about it. And I remember my cousin, when he did it before I did, he would always have hands like this, and it just sucks. You can't get them clean. I'd have to scrape off a whole layer of skin to get them clean. And it really sucks. Yeah, and especially them damn logs today, because the tree was split, it just had dirt and all kinds of nasty shit. It had plants growing out of the middle of it. And there was like clay in it. I mean, it was like legit clay. I don't know what it was. It was either termites, because it did have termites in it. It was either termite shit, or it was a combination of things, but it was clay. I mean, when you felt it, I was thinking, shit, I could make a pot out of that. It was like, and it was the same color. It was a terracotta color. And I don't know how the hell it got in the top of a damn tree. It's just, and I kept stepping on pieces of it and like slipping a little bit. It was weird. I love this Nimrod pipe lighter. I don't use it all that often, but when I do, it really hits the damn spot. Cigarettes, whatever. It just hits the spot. Anyway, this video is actually a yabo. But I've just been getting a little carried away with with my current events, or whatever you want to call it. This is one from Pipes and Cigars that I ordered a week ago. And you guys know how much I like that small batch, so I bought 4 more tins that will be going straight into the cellar. Ooh, this is the lowest one I've got. Number 347. Hell yeah. That's a fresh, or that's an early one right there. This one is 475. 346. Ooh. And 455. Nice. Excited about that. Man, I sure am excited about having all this. I mean, what is that, 8 ounces? Half pound right there? That's awesome. And I picked up Excuse me. Picked up a bag of these Decatur or Decatur. I think it's Decatur. Yeah, picked up a bag of these pipe cleaners for like $1.80. Some of the cheaper pipe cleaners I've seen. And yeah, I'm just starting to run out of pipe cleaners. Not this last drop, but the drop before this one, smoking pipes. I mean, not this last Esoterica drop, but the one before that, smoking pipes was, they were giving little packs of pipe cleaners away with all your packages, and I ordered like freaking 10 or 12 packages because they make you, I pretty much had to pay shipping for every tin or every bag, whatever. So I ended up getting like 20 of those little 5 or 10 packs of pipe cleaners. So I was set for a little while. I haven't had to pay for pipe cleaners in a while, but they're finally I'm finally down to the nitty gritty on them. So that's why I ordered more. You got to order more before you run out, I mean, when it comes down to it. And this, guys, pretty excited about this. It's not a pipe. It's not tobacco either. Alright. So, anyway. Let me show you what we got here. This is very old. We've got a genuine meerschaum with an rock amber stem cigarette holder. I'm so excited about this. I'm pretty sure this is amber. Oh yeah. Man, this is just beautiful. Beautiful. And it's K Woody. It's a K Woody cigarette holder. And I'll tell you, the reason why I've been wanting to get a nice cigarette holder really badly, and I just so happened to pop across this one looking at K Woody meerschaums. And reason being is when I play my banjo, sometimes I like to have a smoke. And it's really difficult to play banjo when you have a cigarette right here and the shit's getting in your eye. It sucks. So I used to have a cigarette holder, or it was a pipe stem that cigarettes would fit into, and I would use that. But I lost the damn thing. And I didn't buy another one because none of them just didn't seem right. Oh, wow. And when I saw this bad boy, look at that stinger. When I saw this bad boy, I just absolutely fell in love. I was like, whoa, and it's K Woody? What? And it has the original case? And I saw another guy trying to sell this for like $50 that was like did not nearly look as good a condition as this. It was beat up and used up. And the guy wanted a bunch. He wanted like 40-something bucks or $50 or something like that. I got this for like 31 shipped. As far as I'm concerned, that's a deal. I didn't even realize the damn case was so tiny. It's awesome. Oh, it's like almost reminds me of like a little miniature violin case or something. But anyway, guys, that's the Yabo. That's my little 2 cents on the medium flake. And little story about my day, my log loading day. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all are enjoying your days as well. And until next time, Treetop Piper over and out.